welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television. With your host, Selya Hüseyinli, with most important events of the day. Measures on engineering support of the troops deployed in the liberated areas are undertaken. The demining works to clear the territories from mines and unexploded ordnances by the demining units of Azerbaijani army are carried out. The roads are cleared of mines for the safe movement of vehicles and military equipment. The activities for the construction of new roads located in the direction of residential settlements and military units are implemented. As of today, a lot of mines and exploded ordnances were collected and the measures in this direction are ongoing. Regional Center of the Islamic World Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, ASESCO, will be established in Azerbaijan. This was stated at a press conference held in ADA University. ASESCO also proposed Shusha to be the cultural capital of the Islamic world. Until the end of the next month, technical mission of the organization will come to Azerbaijan.
Visit of the ASESCO delegation to Azerbaijani territories liberated from the occupation serves to strengthen cooperation between Azerbaijan and this organization. Saying this, the Minister of Culture, Anar Kerimov, also stated that the regional center of ASESCO will be established in Azerbaijan. The establishment of the center will take place during 2021 and will cover numerous countries. The main goal is to carry out advocacies of ASESCO in the region. We are certain that this regional center will contribute to the development of relations both between Azerbaijan and ASESCO and between regional countries. Director General of ASESCO, Salim bin Mohammed Al-Malik, said that the organization proposed Shusha to become the cultural capital of the Islamic world. Talking about the visit to the territories of Azerbaijan liberated from the occupation, the guest stated that those who had destroyed the cultural heritage of Azerbaijan should be brought to justice. What was committed is a crime against humanity. We visited Fuzuli, libraries, schools, publishing house, cemeteries, even roads were destroyed. During our visit to Aghdam, we only witnessed remnants of destroyed buildings. We went to a mosque and a theater. There were only walls of those monuments left. The ones who committed all of this must be brought to justice. Technical mission of ASESCO will soon visit Azerbaijan. Until the end of February, the technical mission will arrive to the territories liberated from the occupation. Director General said that after the return of the ASESCO delegation, a team will be organized to prepare a report. Along with member countries, there will also be representatives of non-member states on the team. Meanwhile, the year of Nizami Ganjavi will be solemnly celebrated within ASESCO. An agreement in regards to this has already been reached with the Director General of ASESCO.
The International Human Rights Organization, Amnesty International, published another report in connection with the rocket and artillery shelling by the Armenian armed forces of the settlements of Azerbaijan during the 44-day war. 8 strikes carried out by Armenian forces on towns and villages in Azerbaijan, which killed a total of 72 civilians, were documented by the organization. The shelling of the Azerbaijani city of Ganja with a Scud ballistic missile on October 17th resulted in the deaths of 21 civilians and more than 50 were injured. The document highlighted the speech of parents who lost their children. Sudabe Askarov's daughter Nigar was killed in the strike a day before her 15th birthday. She was my only child. She was all I had, Sudabe told Amnesty International. Ramiz Gahramanov in the same strike lost his daughter and 3 grandchildren. On October 27th, 5 people were killed and 14 injured when Armenian forces launched a cluster bomb strike on the village of Garayasifli. A day later, several large-caliber rockets were fired into the Barda city, resulting in the deaths of 21 civilians. On September 27th, the day the conflict began, Armenian forces launched an artillery strike in Kashalty near Naftalan, killing 5 members of the Gurbanov family. Minister of Foreign Affairs Ceyhun Bayramov, who was on an official visit to Islamabad, met with President of Pakistan Arif Alvi. Conveying the greetings to President Ilham Aliyev, Arif Alvi congratulated the Azerbaijani people on the liberation of Azerbaijan territories and their victory. Emphasizing the far-sighted policy of the head of our state, Pakistani President stressed the significance of developing bilateral relations between the 2 countries, including the further expansion of cooperation in economic, trade and other fields. Minister Ceyhun Bayramov commended Pakistan for its unequivocal support during the 44-day war. Speaking about the implementation of restoration and rehabilitation work in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan, the minister said, at this stage, friendly countries can be involved in this activity. Azerbaijan's Ministry of Defense released video footage from the liberated Garvand village of Fuzuli district. Garband reflects the name of Garband tribe that used to live in Karabakh in the Middle Ages. In some sources, the genuine name of the tribe is Garaband. The village is situated in the foot of the Karabakh Ridge. In Russian sources of the 19th, early 20th century, the village is pronounced as Garaband. The seniors call it like this too. Some researchers believe that the name of the place is related to the Garabands, which were a branch of the Kabardey tribe. Others associate the name with the Garaband tribe, which means Girais, family of Girai. Azərenerji Open Joint Stock Company is carrying out repair restoration works in the Gülabird small hydroelectric power station, which has a capacity of 8 megawatts and is situated on the territory of Lachin district. The works are close to completion. Equipment damaged during battles, machine halls, units, generators, control panels, transformers of the station are replaced with new ones or repaired. At the same time, the pipeline from the Hakkari River to the hydraulic unit, which exploded during the fighting, is being rebuilt. As a result of the quick work carried out, it is planned to put into operation the Gülabird small hydroelectric power station in the near future. For this purpose, special teams, contractors and specialists have been involved. Initially, the 10 kilovolt generator voltage at the Gülabird small hydroelectric power station will be transmitted to nearby military units in Lachin and Gubadli, and in the future, via high voltage line to a new 110 kilovolt substation to be built in Gubadli. It is also noted that Armenian invaders demolished small hydropower plants that once existed in the territories of Azerbaijan liberated from the occupation, especially in Kelbajar, Lachin and other regions, dismantled their useful equipment and burned down or blew up what they could not take with themselves. Currently, none of the power plants are in the good condition. They are completely destroyed. Armenian vandalism manifested itself not only in the policy of occupation and genocide, but also in the destruction of universal values, historical, cultural, religious monuments. The elimination of the fact of the occupation made it possible to clarify the scale of the Armenian atrocities, brings them to the attention of the international community.
The acts of vandalism committed by Armenia over 30 years in the occupied territories have turned Karabakh, as foreign journalists say, into Caucasian Hiroshima. But despite the significance of the actions committed by the occupier, one can be convinced that these are not just haphazard, chaotic destruction, but deliberate attempts to erase the realities, to falsify history.
Why?
It demonstrates that the country which kept these lands under occupation wanted to destroy the traces of Azerbaijani culture, destroy the heritage of Azerbaijani people, and actually we now clearly understand that these destructions were made after the First Karabakh War. It was not during the war, because during the war this kind of destructions are not possible. It was after occupation, in order to destroy everything which belonged to the people of Azerbaijan and not to allow any time in the future Azerbaijanis to go back, said President Ilham Aliyev. The goal is to destroy the historical reality, artificially introduce the so-called ancient Armenian history into the region. It's no coincidence that until now, on the territory of Nagorno-Karabakh and western Azerbaijan, over 700 historical and cultural monuments were destroyed or changed. Over 150 churches and temples, over 100 mosques were destroyed. Albanian church were converted into Armenian. As one can see, the invaders also treated likewise religious monuments. We can say that almost all religious monuments are easily destroyed or falsified, and even in the best case, if this can be called like that. Having put an end to the occupation, Azerbaijan saved both historical and religious monuments of universal significance. This made it possible to clarify the scale of the Armenian atrocities and bring them to the attention of the international community. We visited the liberated area and we have seen the tragedy and we have seen something that we have never seen before. The city that has been totally destroyed, razed to the ground, that is totally inhumane and cannot be accepted by any measures. It is crime against humanity. The visit of the delegation headed by the ISESCA Director General to our country to the lands liberated from the occupation is of a great importance in bringing factual information to the international community. In any case, the military political solution to the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict becomes the beginning of a new stage for the region. This stage is characterized by the return of vibrant life to Karabakh, the restoration of the entire infrastructure, including cultural, historical and religious monuments.
380 infections with the novel coronavirus were registered in Azerbaijan. 1,159 people recovered after treatment and were released home. 14 people who earlier tested positive for COVID-19 died. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 226,200 with 213,279 recoveries and 2,971 deaths. Number of active infections is 9,950. To detect new infection cases over the past day, 7,653 tests and overall 2,295,612 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.